According to a report from the Center for Disease Control, Americans suffer from nearly 3 million sports-related concussions every year.
The same report indicates that football alone accounts for nearly half of the sports-related concussions.
The Sports Zone's Steve Gonigam joins us live from Hancock Stadium to explain how the NFL is adjusting to the new data.
Thanks, guys. That same report by the CDC has led them to conclude that sports-related concussions are now an American epidemic. With increased media attention over the past couple of years has brought more awareness to the issue, it has still left some wondering if the necessary risks are being stopped.
Here's the hit. Incomplete. And belted out of bounds.
The NFL is a league filled with superior athletes. Men with blazing speed and incredible strength crashing into one another with vicious force.
50 blitz, Romo goes behind it. What a hit!
3 years after Congress pressured the NFL into overhauling their concussion program, questions still remain about the game's safety. And some of those questions on how to make the game safer are now emerging at the high school level. Late last month, an Illinois House panel voted down a bill that would have limited high school football teams to only 2 full contact practices a week, a move that U-High head coach Dusty Burke says would have been misguided.
A lot of the issues with concussions are that, a helmet's not fully inflated. It needs to be reinflated because over time, over the course of a season, it's going to lose some air and you need to keep putting air in it.
Burke is a former college and arena league quarterback who says that he is one of the players lucky enough to have never suffered from a concussion. He says that while football gets the most attention, concussions are an issue in all sports.
Football is the sport that gets the spotlight right now, but all sports, things happen. You dive for a loose ball in a basketball game, the kid's going after it, and a knee hits a head. It's not as common as in football with concussions, but it happens in other sports as well.
And Burke isn't the only football mind making this point. During an interview with CBS before the Super Bowl this year, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell cited a study in the American Journal of Sports Medicine showing that girls' soccer is the sport with the second highest rate of concussions. Bloomington resident Kirk Davidson has suffered from 4 documented concussions while playing soccer and says the effects can be surprising.
Right after one of them happened, I was kind of walking around a part of Bloomington. I went on a walk and I got disoriented and kind of lost. And that was, directly from what had happening. And a friend of mine found me and he gave me a ride back home. And he's like, "We know you missed work. What do you do?" And I'm like, "Just went for a walk, but I don't really know where I'm at."
But the NFL Players Union says the soccer remark is just a way for Goodell to deny the league's liability. With the recent suicides of former NFL stars Junior Seau and Dave Duerson being linked to concussions, the Players Union is pushing for more aggressive reform. And Burke says the NFL players need to be responsible as well because the young guys he's coaching are watching closely.
There's a lot of younger players that are looking up to them as role models that want to be tough like they are. Hopefully they understand what kind of message that's sending to kids.
A report co-authored by ESPN and PBS Frontline shows that concussions in the NFL have risen in each of the past 3 years, and the league is now averaging over 9 a week. According to NFL.com, nearly 1/3 of living retired players are currently suing the league over head injuries, and the two sides need to work out an agreement soon before the problem gets any worse.
He just didn't see it coming. It was a blind side.
You saw Kurt's wife, Brenda. Follow.
And the NFL is making some wonder if they're actually going the wrong way when it comes to player safety. Commissioner Goodell told CBS as recently as last month that the league is still exploring the option of adding 2 more regular season games to the schedule. The data that we now have shows that 2 more weeks of regular season football would mean about 20 more concussions. Reporting live for the Sports Zone, I'm Steve Gonigam. Guys, back to you.